Hey, welcome to our Monday work session. I'm super excited to be here. We're going to start off with a little personal development. Sorry for being late with Ed Milet, Monday Motivation. It's 9 minutes, so we're going to watch this whole thing.
To start to be more okay with being misunderstood. One of the things that holds so many people back is them not being okay with people not understanding them. Anytime you try to change your stage in life, change your circumstances, just get ready. Here comes all the misunderstanding. Here comes all the criticism. Comes all of the people who don't understand what's going on with you. It's the people around you who still think small, who are trying to get you to conform to their thinking. They're trying to project onto you their small worldview. They're settling because your progress makes them very uncomfortable. They just don't understand. Why are you changing? Why are you growing? Why isn't what we have good enough? Why can't you just be happy? And I always say this to people. It's not that I'm unhappy. It's that I'm addicted to the expansion of my being. I don't want to live every year the same way. If God's going to give me another year, I want it to be a new and increasing and better year than the previous one. There's going to have to be a part of you at some point, my brother or sister, that you just need to accept you're a little different. This life of changing your life and increasing things and creating something and doing something great, it ain't for everybody. And it's for you, or you wouldn't have this dream in your heart. Remember this, success is going to be harder than you think it is. There's going to be more criticism and haters, and you're going to be more controversial and more misunderstood than you think. And it's probably going to take longer than you think. And with all of that being said, I can tell you it's more worth it than you think. To do something great with your life, to say, man, I did it, I overcame it, is one of the greatest feelings you'll ever have in your life. So of all the things I tell you, keys this, communication that, mindset this, think that, do this, routine, all of those things, it would never have been done without God and his favor and his blessing, his comfort, his supernatural understanding in my life. The other thing that's really hard to do, but you almost can do and you need to do, is to actually pray for those that criticize you. Pray for them. When someone's wondering what I'm doing, I'll explain it to you once. And then after that, it's not my job you don't understand. I'm not doing this over and over and over again with you. It takes your energy. It's toxic. It distracts you. To do something great with your life requires laser, obsessive focus. If a critic or being controversial or being misunderstood takes you off your dream, come on. Something else is going to get you anyway. So toughen up. And people ask me often, well, what if that person's the closest person to you? I need their support. You do? You lack so much motivation that you need theirs? Well, a lot of times the answer to that is win. It's you got to go win. There's the truth of human beings. They may not share your vision. They may not get it. You may not have their support. And if you need it, you were probably going to lose anyway. Winning at the highest level, you got to be mentally tough, resilient, built for this stuff. And if a critic or a setback or not being understood, that's going to get you? Really? But you want to be a millionaire, or but you want to change the world, or you want to change your family tree forever. You got to get a big enough vision that it drowns out the noise of this dum-dum who's criticizing you, doesn't even get it. You'd be amazed at how many people eventually give in because it just gets tougher and tougher. So eventually the price tag gets too high for most people and they'll sell out their dream. And if you're listening to this today and you go, yeah, you know what? I did quit on my dream. Well, that doesn't have to be permanent. I'll go, you know what? He's right. I need to toughen up. You know what? It's not going to be worth it. Hey, what makes it worth it is how hard it is. What makes it worth it is proving that person wrong. What makes it worth it is you overcame and you grew and you pivoted and you evolved and you innovated and you lasted. It's a long grind and it's totally worth it because it's not about where you get. It's about who you become in the process of getting there. And when you quit, you'll never meet that person. And I can tell you, the things you'd be most proud of is the fact that you lasted, is the fact that you got up after you quit, is the fact that you go, you know what? I did quit, but I'm getting back. I'm getting back up. I lasted. I'm tough. I'm resilient. I'm mentally tough. I innovated. I pivoted. I improved. I grew. I fought. I clawed. I competed. I won. That's way better than you think it is. Let me say this to you. You know who may be at the top of that list eventually as you grow and change, who misunderstands you? You. Once you get a little bit down the road, you're like, well, wait a minute. This isn't me. This isn't what it was cracked up to be. I don't know that I like. And what happens is you begin to question you. You do. It's very natural. Sometimes you have to be so laser focused and mentally tough for windows of time that it even scares you. Am I too far down this road and leaving the other one? There's so many things on your journeys to success. They're going to try to get you to go back or to shrink or to conform or to settle down or to kind of just slow down. And I want you to know that that's part of growth. You're going to have parts of you that you weren't knowing before that you're now meeting for the first time. That person was always there. You're just tapping into them now. And so please don't give in or succumb to the idea of shrinking to please other people. Shrinking so that you're comfortable with yourself. Shrinking you or your dream doesn't serve the world. You were born to do something great, whatever that means to you in your life. This is the real stuff today, everybody. Like, this is the real. You know, the last thing I'll tell you is you got to last. I told this story in one of my books, but about 2 weeks ago, we got invited to a 6-year-old's birthday party, and it got rained out. It was kind of the final story today. This birthday party, they had a piñata for the kids, and the little boy whose birthday party it was, I'll never forget this. They blindfolded him and spun him around. Any of that's ever been to a piñata party. And they gave him this bat and he just starts swinging into the air, you know, missing everything. And to some extent, that's such a great analogy for what it's like to start out and pursuing your vision and your dream. You kind of learn a little bit, but you're blindfolded. They give you the baton. You just start swinging and you're not even close to the target, right? That's kind of like the beginning journey. And so finally, the dad grabbed him and pointed him right at the piñata, and he hit this piñata just over and over and over. And he was getting tired and discouraged because no candy came out, and eventually quit. And then they grabbed another little guy, and they put the blindfold on him, gave him the baton, spun him around. He's swinging, missing everything. Then they lined him up, and he hit the piñata for a long time, and no candy came out. And he lost his patience and his, tolerance for it, and he left. Then they gave it to this little girl and she hit it. So anyway, they went through all the kids, about 7 kids, all of them hitting this piñata and all of them quit. And then the last little boy, the smallest boy there, the little brother, they gave him the baton and the blindfold, and he went up and hit the baton. One swing, and not even a very powerful swing. And the piñata broke. And all the candy came out, and all the kids came running from all over the playground. They're all jumping on and getting the candy and celebrating. Yay! Little Jacob had broken open the piñata with one shot. Let me ask you a question. Was it Jacob's shot that broke open that piñata, or was it the cumulative shots from everybody throughout the entire piñata experience? You know the answer. It was the cumulative shots of hitting that piñata over and over and again. Jacob just made the final shot. What was happening was progress was being made breaking down that piñata, but you couldn't see it. It was invisible progress. And that's what happens for most people in life. That 10 years, people hit the piñata, and eventually, because they don't see progress, quit, not knowing they were making invisible progress. There's something called compound pounding. When you hit something over and over again and pursue it over and over and over again, you are breaking it down. It's compounding of the pounding you're making. It's breaking it down over time, even though you can't see visual evidence of it. And so that's how your dream will be as well. Most people will quit before the candy comes out of their dream, before all of the money comes out, all of the dreams, all of the emotions, all of the relationships, all of the pride. They will quit because they don't see progress on the piñata of their life. And many of them quit one swing away. And so my challenge to you is to last. When everybody quits over those 10 years, they're not understood, then they don't understand themselves, is that you keep swinging because you're making more progress than you think. It may not be visible. You may not see it. Everybody around you may not see it, but every single swing is compound pounding, getting you closer to your dream and your vision of your life. And most human beings, the sad part of their life is they quit before the candy comes out, and they're often quit much closer to the candy than they think they are. My challenge to you is keep swinging away so that your loved ones, your family, even the ones who don't understand you, can celebrate when all the candy comes out, and you can be there for your family and make their dreams come true as well, even though they didn't get it in the beginning. Whether you like it or not, you're the person who's supposed to bring the candy to your family. That's why you got this dream in your heart. That's why you're who you are. You're built for this. Keep swinging and wait till that candy comes out, because it's going to someday. And all these people who don't get it that are around you, they'll come running to celebrate to get their piece of the candy.
Awesome. Love that. Okay, we're going to get to work now. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put some content on your social media. I am putting up a story right now of Jamie and her progress with Fit and Lean. I'm going to put a link in there. I'm also going to talk into my camera. So I'm going to encourage you guys to get your face and talk into your camera. Share what you love about the business, share what you love about the product, share your progress. The more you talk about, you're going to track the more of what you talk about. So if you're talking about client results, you're going to attract people that want to be clients or try the products. If you're talking about the business, some aspect of the business, you're going to attract people that want to or are curious about learning how to earn extra income. So, okay, we'll spend 5 minutes and get that content onto your social media and into your stories. Hey, Sandra, I see you on here. We're just putting some social media content up right now.
Okay, hey there. I did a whole bunch of that this morning.
Awesome. If you've already done that, I would just get right to your connections and invites.
Thanks. I did some follow-ups this morning too, and even an invite, and I'm going to continue.
That's what I like to hear.
I'm going to probably keep my video off my head. It's just a little, I'm just not feeling wonderful, but I am
Yeah, I
getting.
get it. We got something in our family, so I understand.
I actually ended up going to the chiropractor, and it was the adjustment that just threw me off
Yeah.
just a little bit. Otherwise I'm physically otherwise totally well, just feeling trying to recoup from that.
Yep, you got it. Thanks for being here.
You bet.
Okay, I'm gonna I know you're already started on it, but I'm gonna start now doing new connections and invites. And my goal is to do on this call, we got 40 minutes, is to do 20 of them. So I'm gonna be aggressive today. 10 of those will probably be new conversations, just starting a conversation, and 10 of those will be direct invites, saying just my normal, like, hey, I don't know if this is for you or not, and if it's not, totally okay. I'm really excited about these peptides. If I sent you a video, would you watch it? Okay, we had about 15 minutes left. I'm gonna switch over. I got out about 22 new conversations slash invites, and now I'm gonna do some follow-ups. And good to see you. Okay, I'm gonna do these follow-ups. One of the things I did that was kind of new is like I stay consistent in making reels on Instagram, and I have a reel that started going off. So it had about probably 30 shares in my in stories. They show up as that someone shared your reel. So I just sent a copy and paste to each one of them that said, "Hey, thank you for sending this reel or sharing this reel. I appreciate the support. Where are you from?" So just starting a conversation. So I threw out about 25 of those on top of my actual invites. Cool. Just wanted to share that with you.
I love when you share all that you can accomplish in what little time. I find when I focus as well, I can throw out a number of them. Sometimes it's just kind of like wrapping my brain around, like, okay, where can I like find those people, like type thing. But I had a birthday last week, so now I know there are well over 300 people that actually see me on a regular basis of my 3,000 that follow me. So hopefully, those are places I can start and stuff. So I actually sent out a number of them too. So you have time for a question?
What's up?
So I saw your video that you did right before this,
Okay.
and so I knew about the Empowered with Make. I just need to go in. Thank you for the reminder. But I pinned that one, and then there's just been a number of actual groups and stuff, and when I'm trying to find them, it's kind of crazy. So
Yeah.
um, the Wellness Collective group, is that one?
So that's
Which,
basically what the Empowered with Make peptide group is, but it's just a bigger one run by Jordan and Kristen Kemper that has like over 2,000 people in it or something like that.
okay.
So it's basically we're just trying to create the same thing but more intimate, run by us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. And then I know there's a company one. Is the Founders Collective. I haven't been in the groups enough. I apologize.
No, you're okay.
Founders Collective.
Yeah,
That
so
was
I'll just run you through them because this will be kind of important to know. So there's Make Wellness Affiliates, that's the company page. Make Wellness Affiliates, that's all it's called. That's the company Facebook group.
okay. I know a minute.
Is there's the Freedom Collective. That is Jordan and Kristen, their team page. And that's Lindsay's upline. There's the Founders Collective. So think Freedom Collective and Founders Collective. The Founders Collective is Lindsay Matway's downline of team page of like affiliate training
Okay.
page. And then the Make Wellness Team Training Hub is the one that I'm kind of running that has like a recording to these work sessions and whatnot. And
Okay.
just so you know, my overall goal is that anything that is shared, like realistically, someone wouldn't need to be a part of the founders or the freedom. My goal is to take anything from there that's valuable and make sure that it's in one place in the Make Wellness Training Hub.
Okay. I like to pin the ones that, hey, I should be going to. Um,
Yeah,
and the other ones I can be in and I can go to when I have a moment, right? But
yeah,
like the rest of today, I don't have time to look at that stuff. So, it just helps to know it. So the Make Wellness Affiliates, I totally understand what that is. We're good there. And the Make Wellness team training. I just didn't know, is there any others? I'm like, well, while I have your
yeah.
ear, let's
Yeah,
get the
realistically, the only ones you would really need,
Make
I mean, obviously
Wellness.
it's good to have like the Founders Collective, Freedom Collective in case you want to go in and sometime be like, okay, I really need to learn or see what they're doing over here. But
Hmm.
like for the day to day, like where can I find the link to a team training call? Where can I find the recording? Where can I ask questions? Would be the Make Wellness Training Hub group because I'll make sure that has everything in there. And then, so the Make Wellness Affiliates page, the company one, the Make Wellness Training Hub is our team for training purposes and asking questions. And then the Peptide Support Group is like a customer support slash prospect group.
Can you
Those
say that? Can you say the first one one more time?
Make Wellness Affiliates.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I got that. Okay.
That's a great question. And
At
that,
one, at one time there was the Freedom People pre-enrollment party one I see, and that one would be just from the pre-enrollments, right?
yeah,
Uh,
I've kind of let all those groups go, like take them off of my pinned. And really, here's if you want to know what I have pinned, I have Make Wellness Affiliates.
mhm.
I have the Freedom Collective, which is
Yep.
Jordan and Kristen Kemper's team page. I have the Founders Collective, which is Lindsay Matway's team page. I
Mhm.
have the Make Wellness Training page hub. That's the team page I'm running. And
Yep.
then the Peptide Support Group. So three of those groups are really just repeats of each other in a way. They're
Yeah.
just team training pages where you could ask questions about the business. So one could choose to be a part of only the Freedom People one and not be in the one that I'm in and still get kind of the same information, just miss out on like these calls and whatnot, or if I do a live in there or whatnot.
Now the Freedom Collective, I am not in that one. Can anyone join, or do you need an invite for it, or?
Yeah, I can add you. That is Jordan and
Oh,
Kristen Campers. Let me
I
just
took
add.
notes. I took notes. I got it. I got what they are now, but yeah, I did. I'm like, I'm not in that one. Hmm.
Yeah, so you know on the calendar I put on Tuesday nights we have our family meeting. That's our team call weekly.
Hmm.
So it's actually always posted in this group, but I just take it and bring it over.
Yep.
because it is run by Jordan and Kristen Kemper. They do that team call. So that's where the announcement would be. I just added you. You might have to put your upline or something in there to make sure that you get added in there.
And then the peptide support group is actually the Empowered with Make
Yep,
peptides.
Empowered with Make Peptide Support
That
Group.
and we're good there.
Okay,
Just
cool.
making sure that there's not two different.
Yeah, that one used that was so that group is just a converted group from, but when we were launching, we had like a info group, a Make
Uh-huh.
Wellness info group. That's basically we just converted that group over. We changed the image, changed the name, and made a customer support group.
I've been going right to your email for many things. So
Yeah.
yeah, that I love your email.
Well,
It
thank
really
you.
it keeps me in the straight and narrow.
Yeah, and that's what my goal is. My goal is to provide everything there that if someone didn't want to get into Facebook groups or they're overwhelmed with them, you can get like, okay, here's the team training, here's the recording from last week, here's what you can focus on, here's the calls you can hop on this week.
Yeah, I'm sure it's easy to get overwhelmed. I generally don't get overwhelmed. I just miss things because I can't get in there all the time.
Yeah.
Not enough time in the day, but yeah.
One of the
Yeah.
biggest things that I'm concerned about as we're building this business is making sure that someone, because most like you teach piano lessons, you're busy. You might only have an hour a day to build your business. I don't want an hour of time spent trying to find the next training or this and that and scouring through groups and then feeling overwhelmed because there's so much. That like the goal of the email is for that person that's busy that they can just go see the info that they need to see and then focus you know, the remaining 50 minutes of their hour on connecting, inviting, following up.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank,
Well, we'll
thanks.
just end this right here. I'm going to continue working, but since we're on this
Sure.
point, we'll just wrap it up. And
Oh,
thanks for hopping on. That question's great because there's going to be someone working alongside this recording that will be like, okay, I needed to hear that too.
yeah, and I tagged you on my picture of actually what I was doing while I was off camera and had a
I saw
cat.
that. Yeah, and I saw that in my
Yeah,
Instagram.
had a cat crawl on me while, but boy, my back feels better just being able to lay flat
Yeah,
a little bit a second. Yeah.
good.
Thank you. Thanks for
Okay.
doing this.
Thanks for being here. Bye.
Bye.